Okay, guys, so I wanted to share with you that sometimes there are some things that happen in our lives that can make us feel like I don't know what to do, I don't know which way to go, I don't even know what to feel right now. And that, in that moment, it can feel very. It, I don't know how to explain. Yeah, I also don't know how to explain that. But there's this thing that happens. Something happens, and then you're like, I don't know how to what to feel in this moment. In those moments, it's really helpful that you go for a walk, a long walk out in nature. It's just so beautiful, and just keep walking as long as your body can, can support you, like 30-40 minutes of walk, and do it regularly when you're going through that period, because just one walk will not do it. But start there, one walk, just like 20 minutes of walk you go right now, it will do so much for you. But also, like, doing it consistently is beautiful. But if you are in that position, like, I'm not sure if tomorrow, because I understand, because I have been through this, you know long ago, wherein I was like, oh my god, I don't even know if tomorrow I'm gonna have the energy or not. And I was living in so much fear, panic, and anxiety. And uh, but somehow God just gave me the energy to go for a walk every day. And I want to let you know that there are moments wherein a teacher, a mentor cannot help, but God can and God will. And God will lead you to the right mentor for you that can also help you. To find a right mentor is just a very beautiful thing. It's just really beautiful. So it's really necessary that you start building your relationship with God. And to build your relationship with God, you have to see what it is that you're angry about with God, frustrated about with God, wherein you feel like that God has betrayed you. See all that truths, within you, where your inner child was holding like God has betrayed me, and bring it to God. Tell it that God, I do not trust you. Why did you, have that conversation with God, because God can take it. I read this particular line that God can take it from the book called Artist Way. Very beautiful. And it's just so beautiful. Like, relationships become stronger when people don't have to hide away from the conflict. If they are not satisfied with something, they can bring it up to the other person. That's what create trust. Build, you know, uh, that solidity between two people. If somebody feels like, oh my god, I really can't talk about I can't talk to this person about this, oh, I'm not feeling comfortable, but I can't share it with this person, then there won't be really happy friendship or relationship, right? So with God you can share everything. And going on walks is just for some reason really specific. God wanted me to share this with you to just inspire you to go for a walk in nature. It's just beautiful, and beautiful. You guys, in the past 3-4 years, before that, I was in such a situation like I would not be able to look at people. I would, anytime would have even a slight eye contact with somebody, it would make me nervous. I felt like I had to please them. I would feel that performance anxiety. I would feel like I would be anxious about, oh my god, how do I, how will I act? How will I act when I see this person again? Or I just owe niceness, I owe a smile. It was just weird, and I didn't know how to have interactions with people because everything will put me into panic mode. And I didn't even know like who. It was all very, it felt very chaotic and panicky too much. I didn't know how to process it on my own. And so going on walks were very, I'm so glad I still went. I did had anxiety and worries, and I was also scared about like what if I judge other person. Sometimes you judge other person, like, and then you have that thought, oh my god, how did I think so bad for somebody? How can I think so badly? And those judgments will happen. Oh, so she has gained weight, she's this, she's that, he's this, he's that. And I was also trained to see, like, with finances, like how much the other person is making. Oh, how much, oh, they're not rich enough, they're not poor enough. And that would give me anxiety because I was like, oh my god, I'm such a bad person. How I'm judging other people like this and on these parameters, on the basis of their weight, their color, their financial status, what they are wearing and not wearing, and all these things. And then I learned that this is not me. I have been trained to do that. My real identity is not all these things. They are not rooted in this. I was trained to look at people, to look at world, to look at other relationships in certain ways. I was trained to look at that. I did not grew up and seeing like, oh, if someone is overweight, then that's disgusting. It didn't happen like that. I didn't grew up judging people on the financial status. I didn't grew up judging people on the basis of their complexion. I was trained to do that in the environment that I grew up in. And now I was like, okay, I'm becoming aware of these judgments, and I started to question myself. I started to paint more, write more, spend time with God more, and God led me to question myself, question these narratives, question how I was behaving, you know, and do it without judgment of myself, without being harsh on myself, you know, without making it mean just because I'm making some mistakes or I'm holding some judgments, I'm a bad person or I deserve to be isolated, you know. And so I would go on walks, and I can tell you how much my social anxiety has decreased and my confidence has, blossomed. And there are still moments where I am very anxious, very anxious. I was not able to look at people or have a conversation, or I didn't even felt confident enough within myself. I felt very small. I'd go on walks and other people would go, and I just felt for some reason very small. You know, like very small. Like, why will someone talk to me? Why will somebody want to be friends with me? What do I even have to, I felt like I don't have anything to offer to the world. I have no qualities in me, and just, yeah, like that. And daily walks, like, wow, so beautiful, has done so much wonders for me. And um, I remember going on a walk the day my grandfather passed away, and I was just in like total shattered. I was like, you know, and then when I went home, uh, so many things happened. So many things happened, and I was just like, at my core, I was shaking, and I didn't know what to do, how to feel these feelings, or how to what to even feel, and all these things. And I was going on daily walks every day, and thankfully there was just empty area so that I could cry and all of those things. I could just let out, and it was just so beautiful. Um, and I really believe, and I know, when you go out, when you step out in nature, under the sun, around the trees, the way you are going to be led, the way you're going to be helped, supported, and guided, it's so beautiful. And it's gonna, the feeling that you're gonna have, it's it's just gonna make you smile from the heart. Like, wow. There's, like, you will be connected back to your center, like your center. And when we are, like, well centered, we feel calm, we feel at peace, we feel guided, we feel confident, we feel like, uh, yeah, there's just solid power that we feel. And God's gonna do that for you on these walks that you're starting to go into, or you're, yeah, about to go into. Wow. It's a very different message, but it's very beautiful. Book a one on one intuitive guidance session or 12 weeks of mentorship with me, wherein we dive deep. If you want to learn to love yourself, if you have so much baggage from the past and you have to do the processing of your feelings, my mentorship is for you. If you want to reconnect back to your creative gifts, my mentorship is for you. If you want to build healthy self love, build self compassion, build self confidence, that inner strength, my mentorship is for you. I love doing the deep work. And of course, like, along with all of these beautiful, transformative things, my own intuitive abilities will help you a lot in this 12 weeks of journey, because a lot of the times you will not be able to see within you or in your life what you need and you should be doing or going towards or changing. Or I would be able to see that. I would be able to see that and lead you in the best way to fulfill these needs, to become aware, and to navigate, yeah, find creative solutions and all of that. Yeah, if God is guiding you to work with me in my mentorship, definitely go for it. And my one on one sessions, wow, if you want intuitive guidance, if you want to know your next step and want to process, like, some pain that is lingering in your system, or, yeah, stress, guilt, shame, yeah, link is in my bio. And you can also donate for my rent, food, and basic bills. That will also help me a lot. And yeah.